She looked right past me, like I didn't exist. Not even a hello, not even eye contact. Then later that day, she laughed with two total strangers like they were lifelong friends. And when my boyfriend said I'd be there to help her out, she smiled and said, "Oh, really? You think so? I've done everything to be kind. But maybe she's already made up her mind about me. Am I wrong for taking this personally?" Family dynamics are never easy, especially when love starts to get serious. I'm 22. My boyfriend is 27. We've been together for 6 months, and honestly, it's been amazing. He's kind, thoughtful, funny, a little shy, but deeply loyal. He's helped me feel stable in a way I didn't think was possible. I moved to this city on my own, no family, barely any friends. And then I met him. He felt at home. So naturally, I wanted to build something with him. A real connection. Not just with him, but with the people in his life. I knew early on that if this went anywhere serious, I'd eventually have to build a relationship with his mom. I just never expected his mom to be like this. He told me that before we started dating, his mom never really hovered. If he went out with friends, stayed late at work, or even traveled, she might check in once, but she respected his space. But now, every time he's with me, her phone starts lighting up. "Where are you? Are you coming home tonight? Did you move out or something?" I just feel so alone. And yes, I get that parents worry. But it wasn't just the frequency, it was the tone. It always happened when we were together. Always when we were out on a date. Or spending time at my apartment. I started to feel like I was being blamed for her loneliness. And that hurt, because I was trying. I remember the first time I really tried to spend meaningful time with her. We were invited to his place for the weekend. I came over early, brought a little dessert from my favorite bakery, and genuinely looked forward to connecting. We were there for 6 hours. And in all that time, she barely said a single word to me. No small talk. No, "How's your day?" No effort. She asked her son if he wanted more food. She talked to the cat. She even had a long, lovely phone call with her sister. But me? I might as well have been a shadow. I smiled. I stayed polite. I cleaned up after myself. Asked if I could help in the kitchen. Nothing. Not rudeness. Not coldness. Just absence. It was haunting. I didn't give up. I figured maybe she was just introverted or having a bad day. So when a local event was happening the next weekend, a community fair with vendors and music, I suggested we invite her. Maybe she just needed a neutral space. Something light. To my surprise, she came. And again, I tried. I chatted casually. I told her I'd been to the fair last year and offered to help with parking or directions. She nodded vaguely and then walked away. She asked strangers for directions. Later that same day, I watched her strike up a bright, animated conversation with 2 strangers by a popcorn stand. She laughed, asked them where they were from. She even hugged one of them goodbye. It broke something in me. After the fair, I finally told my boyfriend how I felt. He seemed sympathetic. Said he didn't know why she was like that, but that he'd talk to her. Later, he told me her response. "I just have a lot going on right now. I'm overwhelmed. I can't handle new people." I wanted to believe that. I did. Mental health matters. Stress is real. But then I remembered the way she laughed with those strangers. How warm she was. How present. I remembered how she'd said nothing to me and everything to them. And I couldn't shake the feeling that it wasn't about being overwhelmed. It was about me. Then came the final straw. One night, she commented to my boyfriend something like, "I wish I had a daughter in law who could help me out with errands, the house, little things." My boyfriend, trying to be sweet, said, "She'll help. She's great with stuff like that." And his mom? She smiled and said, "Oh, really? You know you're going to end up doing everything anyway." That comment hit me like a brick. Not only did she dismiss me, she predicted I'd fail, that I'd be useless, that I'd never step up. But how could I, when she wouldn't even let me in a room? I love my boyfriend. I do. But when it comes to his mom, he's blind. He keeps saying she's shy or stressed. She needs time. That maybe she's intimidated by how close we've gotten so quickly. That I just have to be patient. But how long do you stay patient when someone makes you feel like a ghost? When are your genuine efforts returned with apathy? When every olive branch is ignored? I'm starting to feel like I'm walking into a fire, again and again, hoping it'll be warm, but it just keeps burning. I don't want to be the girl who tells her boyfriend, "It's me or your mom." That's not who I am. That's not what I want. I want his mom to like me. Not because I need her approval, but because I want a family again. I want holidays, shared dinners, and group texts. I want to be part of something that feels like belonging. And she's the gatekeeper to that. But how long can you keep knocking on a door that never opens? I've been kind, respectful, and consistent. I've gone out of my way to include her. I've tried to see the best in her. I've accepted she's overwhelmed and she's introverted, and she's been through a lot. But the truth is, she's not overwhelmed when she meets strangers. She's not shy when talking to her cat or her friends. She just doesn't want me around. And now I'm starting to wonder, is this a red flag for the future? Will she ever accept me? Will this tension grow if we move in together? Get engaged? Have kids? Because the message feels clear. You're not one of us. And you never will be. So I'm asking you now, because I'm stuck. Am I overthinking this? Am I wrong for taking her coldness personally? Is she just going through something? Or has she already decided I'm not good enough for her son? Let me know in the comments. Have you ever been in a situation where your partner's family just wouldn't accept you?